Yesterday, yeah, additional things we have to do. Okay. Rack 3 and rack 4. So you have to connect to root user. So you have to give chphone-r Oracle install /u01. Okay. So this command you have to give additionally in both rack 3 and rack 4. Rack 4 also you have to give. Okay. So my VNC is not working. Okay. So let me try to reconnect again. We'll see whether it is working or not. So maybe I'm not sure. Your side, you can check the VNC. If it is not working, then proceed my process. Okay. Okay. But it's not working for me. I given 88 rate. Let's give 103. Yeah, still it is not working. Okay, maybe some issue with some RPMs. Okay. I'm not sure. So what you have to do, you have to log into the Oracle user here. Here in application system tools, there is, okay. In the earlier version, we have VNC, but this version, Linux OEL 7.5, Oracle is given this option, external. Okay, you have to click on this. Here, you have to go to U01 app, Oracle 1930 grid. There you can find all this. Okay. Here you have to run grid setup.sh. You have to run grid setup.sh. Okay, here we have 4 options. The first one is related to rack. The second one is related to only ASM. There is a concept is called if you want to build only ASM. So we have to use the second option. Okay, single node. Directly it is calling a single node cluster. Okay, single node cluster or standalone server, whatever it is. Okay, so if you want to build only ASM, you have to pick the option 2. If you want to build rack, you have to pick the option 1. Okay, if you want to upgrade your cluster from 11G to 19C, you have to pick the option 3. If you want to install only softwares, okay, so when you install grid, it will come with software as well as services. Services are nothing but CRS, CTL, check CRS, check cluster. Okay, what all those are showing like online. Those are all services. Those services we can call it in the class like a cluster terminology is daemons. Okay, daemons. Okay, OHASD daemon, CRSD daemon, CSSD daemon, EVMD. Okay, at the end, CRSD, D means daemon, CSSD, D means daemon. Okay, OHASD, D means daemon, EVMD, D means daemon. Everything ends with D. Okay, these are called as daemon. Daemons are indirectly like a background process, but under each daemon, we have multiple background process. Okay, so daemon is the main source, but so if the daemon is started, means under daemon we have a number of processes. Okay, if any one of the processes stopped, this daemon won't be started. There are a lot of dependencies which I discussed. Okay, around 300 to 400 background process we have in Rac. Okay, so all those 300 to 400 will be depends on the daemons. Internally we have a lot of architecture in cluster. Okay, if something is failing, okay, so the troubleshooting in Rac is very difficult. Okay, setup software is only for keeping the software files. Okay, it will like store the software files. Okay, it won't do anything. Okay, it won't create any services, it won't start any services. Okay, it will just create the files under grid software. So we are going with the first option. Why it is not showing full screen? Okay, here you have to give Alt plus N. What you have to do? Alt plus N. Alt plus N is nothing but next. Okay, shortcut keys I am showing today. Alt plus N. If you give Alt plus N, it will move to the next slide. Okay, configure Oracle, configure an Oracle standalone cluster, configure an Oracle domain services cluster, configure an Oracle member cluster, configure an Oracle member cluster for applications. Okay, so all these are not using in the real time, these three. Okay, most of the people are using standalone cluster. Okay, we have a lot of concept in cluster. Okay, we'll see. There is a concept is like leaf node, hub node, lot of things are there. Okay, this is the concept related to those three options. Okay, there is a concept is called leaf node and hub node. Okay, if you build like 4-node cluster, okay, each node again connects to 3 more nodes. Okay, this particular node communicating to this 3 nodes, this also communicating to these 3 nodes, this again communicating to the 3 nodes like that way. How many servers are required to build? If it is a 2-node cluster, if you want to build with the concept like leaf node and hub node, so we have to build how many? 3 plus 3, 6 plus 2. 8 servers are required, including storage. 9 servers are required for us. It is very difficult to create this scenario. Whenever the customer is using multiple applications, what they do, suppose if they are using 6 applications, so they are going to install the applications in these leaf nodes. Okay, these 2 are the database servers. these applications will be installed in these leaf nodes. These applications will communicate to these database nodes. At the end, these will connect to individual database nodes. Okay, at the end, these two nodes only will write the data into the database. But infrastructure cost is very, very high for two node cluster here. That's why people are not using in the real time. And also this concept to build is very, very difficult. Okay, that's why they are not using it. So leave it. You have to follow the standalone cluster. Okay, all these comes under the same. There is a concept is called extended cluster. Oracle extended clusters are special purpose cluster that is constitute nodes which can span across multiple sites. Okay, it's a like, so we can build a node in one data center. Okay, another node in another data center, another node in another data center. Like that way we can build the cluster. This is called extended cluster. Okay, they are saying like, so you have your computer, right? I have my computer. I can build a node in your computer, first node. The second node can build in my computer. Third node can build in Shailaja's computer. Okay, that is what the extended cluster concept they are mentioning here. Okay, so we follow standalone cluster. If you want to go to next step, then go next. Here, what is our scan name we have to provide? So in the etc hosts, what is the scan name we given? The same scan name we have to give. Rac-scan 34. Okay, so cluster name you can give anything. Like we can give like cluster 34 rac-scan 34. Okay, you can put any port. Okay, 1521, 1522, okay, 65,365. Okay, that is the maximum port number. So you can put anything here. Let's try how much it will be. We'll see. 70,000. Let's try to queue. Will it accept or not? It is, yeah. Okay, usually it shows if you create a listener by using netmgr, it will clearly show the maximum port number. So here it is not showing. So let's give 1522. The source we are using 1521. Okay, rack 1 and rack 2 built with 1521. 34 I am building with 1522 port number. Okay, if I want to go next step, just give Alt N. It is moving to the next. Here you have to click on add. Here we ran the grid setup.sh command from node rack 3. So that's what it is showing the information related to only rack 3. You have to add the information related to rack 4. Okay, so what is the public host name? What is the virtual host name we have to give? So till now we given the scan name, the first scan name information we given. So now it is asking public host name and virtual host name. So we have to add here the details of second. Rack 4 VIP. Then click on OK. Then you have to click on SSH connectivity, which we already discussed. Okay, SSH connectivity is nothing but it's a passwordless connectivity. Okay, whenever you connect here from SSH rack 4, it is asking password. Okay, it should not ask the password. Okay, that is what the concept in rack. Okay, so if you click on this SSH connectivity, if you give the password, okay, do test, no, do setup, your SSH connectivity is going to be created between both the nodes. Here it is asking password. After setup, we'll see. Now I am trying to connect SSH rack 4. Now I can able to connect without any password. Okay, it can able to connect to rack 4 automatically from rack 3. Click on OK here. Go next step by using Alt N. Okay, now it is showing the information related to public and private. You can clearly see this is the network interface or net Ethernet card. Okay, so whatever it is saying like these are called interfaces, network interfaces. Okay, this is the interface ENS33 related to public. Okay, you can see the subnet 192.168.1.0. Okay, on this interface we have public IPs, VIPs, and scan IPs are running on this particular subnet or this particular interface. On ENS34, you can see the subnet 192.168.2.0. Okay, so it is showing private. If it is showing something else, you have to click on private. Okay, now we have to click on actually ASM and private also we can use. Okay, so I am not using that. In real time we have to click on ASM and private. Okay, here we are using, so ASM we are using from public. Okay, we are communicating from public. I am not using that. We'll see if we get any error, we have to come back and we have to give the option ASM and private. We'll see. Then go next Alt N. Installer has detected that the selected following nodes do not have connectivity with other cluster nodes through the selected interface. Okay, the nodes will be ignored and not participated in the grid configuration. Why it is saying? Okay. So we have to check the IPs which are up and running or not on both the servers. ENS34 is up and running or not. It is running 192.168.2.204. And tag 3 also we have to check. 2.203, 2.204, both are up and running. In Rac 3-PRIV, it is communicating. Ping Rac 4-PRIV, it is also communicating to 204. Let's try to give this ASM and private, then go Alt N. Then we'll try to put this and select this one, then proceed next. Go back. Alt B is for going back. Then test whether we have SSH connectivity or not. This is done. It is not throwing any error. Then go next. Then go next. We'll see. Still it is throwing an error. So we have to check about this INS 41116. So we are moving to troubleshooting again. INS 41116. We have to search our error. INS hyphen 41116. Okay, let's try to do like so. We did from SSH rack 4, from rack 4 to rack 3 also we have to try. It is working fine. We'll see rack 4 is not working, right? Let's try to restart. And also we need to check the host entries, those are properly done or not. So rack 3 we given this, rack 4 we given this. 1.203, 2.203, 2.204. I think now it came up. Let's retry again. Alt N. Still we are getting the issue. TCP connectivity from node rack 4 to node rack 3 failed. Route to host. Maybe the issue with rack 3, we'll see. So let's connect SSH rack 4, SSH 192.168. 1.103. It is not throwing any error. Let's restart the server one as well. Then restart the installation. It is clearly saying, okay, so for troubleshooting, we can TCP system call failed with an 113 executing the task on rack 4. Okay, so TCP connectivity from node rack 4 to node rack 3 is failed. So ensure that there are no firewalls, TCP operations, and process monitoring that interface programs. Okay, maybe due to issue like we did clone of the server, right? Maybe because of that we are facing some issues. So we'll see. We will try to restart the server.
Oi!
Let's log in again with Oracle. Let's try to install directly. We don't need to go to that as also. Just run git setup.sh. Here also we can do. And go next all 10. All 10. Rack scan 3 4. You can give any name of the cluster. 1522 is the port number. Then go next. Add rack 4. Rack 4 VIP. Click on OK. SSH connectivity. Let's re-establish again. So you have to get the password of Oracle here. Setup. Go next. Okay. For doing this, so it is throwing an error. Let's try to do passwordless connectivity from our end. Okay, how to do that? So we usually do the passwordless connectivity in real time. Same way we have to follow. SSH hyphen keygen hyphen T RSA. Just give enter, enter, enter. This one. Okay. Cat id underscore RSA dot pub. I am just doing troubleshooting. Okay. If you are not facing any issue, you can proceed. Okay. If you are facing any issue, then proceed with the steps. The same way you have to do in the second node. SSH hyphen keygen hyphen T RSA cat id underscore RSA dot pub authorized keys. So here we get the node information to related to this. Put here, copy this, put here. Now try with SSH rack 4. Here also SSH rack 3 also try. It should not ask the password, but still it is asking the password. We'll see. We'll try to attempt once. SSH rack 4. And it is asking. Okay. There is some issue while generating SSH keys. Okay. This is what the issue was.